Hello everyone, it's Ryan at West Ham Fan TV. I'm in with Jim from Palace Fan TV. Thanks for joining us, mate.
No problem.
We'll have a quick little preview about the game.
Yes.
First of all, looking forward to it, London Derby?
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be entertaining. Two teams that are looking to play good football this season. Whether I think Palace are going to do well, I don't know. I think they're going to really come at us.
Yeah, I think we're better away from home this season than we are.
Well, so are we. To be fair, so are we.
Yeah.
We've got a better away record under Pardew. In fact, our away record under Pardew is something ridiculous. Like one of the best away records in 2015. But at home, we seem to slightly struggle. This season, we played big teams, Arsenal and Man City. Did okay against Man City, but lost. So yeah, this is going to be. There's always that playing at the back of Palace's fans' minds because it's a home game. There's just something there that's stopping us from really expressing ourselves.
What do you make of Pardew as well? I mean, he's obviously our former manager. I mean, I loved him at West Ham. I think he's a great manager. I think Newcastle fans out there are probably missing him.
Yeah, I think they probably are.
But I think he stepped in at the right time last season for Palace.
Yeah, and it was the right club as well for him. Obviously, ex-player, a lot of fans still got a lot of love for him. He feels like he's coming home, a place to where he's sort of being loved as opposed to where it was before, and he wasn't really getting the support he felt like he was getting. He's confident, bordering on arrogant, possibly, but maybe you need that.
We know about that. Don't worry about that.
But I think you need that in professional football, really, at that level.
Definitely.
There's been Palace to do a lot of digital videos at the moment out from like training ground and stuff, and you can see Pardew on there, and he's got everything under control. Like he runs that training ground, and so it's nice to have someone like that, really confident, in control of everything. And at the moment, all the players, all the staff, all the fans, everyone's buying into it. So we're riding high at the moment. There'll be low times. It'll be interesting to see how he deals with things when it doesn't quite go his way.
I think I think you're a point ahead of us in the table. I mean, we're similar sort of records, but you're sort of the opposite to us this season. We're beating the big teams. It's like City, Arsenal, Liverpool.
Yeah.
But we're losing to the teams that really we should be beating at home. And like you've lost to City at home, Arsenal at home.
Yeah. Spurs away.
They're not a big team.
No, should have beaten them.
But no, so it's going to be. It's going to be a tough game for West Ham to go to Palace. I mean, we went there last season, we got a good win, but that was...
We were very poor.
Yeah.
We were a bit of a mess at that point.
But then you done the opposite to us at the Bowling. I mean, it's probably one of the worst games I've seen at West Ham.
Well, it was flipped, wasn't it?
Yeah,
you weren't very good, but we were very confident.
It was a nightmare, but it's going to be an open game, end to end. You've got some exciting players. You've got Kabay, who could have been in the West Ham shirt.
Could have been, yeah. I mean, he has been, I don't want to rub it in, but he's been fantastic. He's been so good for us. And every week we see sort of more from him. He's really growing into his role as a Palace player, and he's dominating the midfield. And what's been interesting, we've seen him to display this defensive side to his game.
It was a big coup for Crystal Palace, just like Dimitri Payet was for us.
Yeah,
and it's good to see that clubs like West Ham and Palace can attract these players.
Yeah, and he is making a difference.
Yeah, definitely.
We're both beating. We haven't beaten some of the big teams yet. We beat Chelsea, but we're both proving that we can. Teams like Palace and West Ham can compete with those bigger names, and maybe even make serious pushes. I'm not saying we're going to finish top 4, but make serious pushes into that next level.
Yeah, but it's good to have them ambitions. Yeah. And when you turn up at Selhurst Park and you see players like that, it makes you exciting to go. It's like with Dimitri Payet for us. As soon as he gets that ball, you think, something's going to happen here.
It's exactly the same with Kabay, yeah.
It's great. I mean, you've also got Zaha, great player. Punchin, good player.
Zaha and Punchin, brilliant players this season. Up and down a bit so far this season. We've seen brilliant things from Zaha, but other games he's not been the same. And Punchin, last couple of years he's taken sort of half a season to get into it, and then second half season he's been brilliant. We've been hoping for him to start stronger this season. He's been okay, been good in games, but there's a lot more to come, I think, from our attacking players.
Also Balassi, I'm a big fan of Balassi. I think he's a great player. And even in your back four, I mean, it seems really strong back there with Hang-Lang and Dan.
Dan, should be an England international.
Well, Roy Hodgson, he just overlooks all teams like us, doesn't he? We know that. West Ham, we've got Mark Noble that should have been in there. Creswell, but
forget it. Not important.
Don't worry about Hodgson. But you come up against one of your former players, Moses.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you remember of Moses at your time at Palace?
He obviously came through the academy, and then he was sold when we went into administration in 2010. So really, we were hoping for him to stay around a bit longer. We never really got to see him develop into the player we wanted. He was still brilliant for us at a very young age. So it's always nice. He's come back a few times before, always gets a good reception, very much still loved by Palace fans. I think a few Palace fans are hoping that one day in the future he might come back to Palace, because he's very much a favourite with the Palace fans.
hopefully we'll be booing him on Saturday.
He'll almost certainly score. He'll definitely
It's always
score.
the way, mate.
Yeah.
We get that with Jermaine Defoe. Like, he always comes back. But talking about, obviously, the game, I mean, let's talk about your predictions. How do you think the game's
It depends how West Ham approach it. If West Ham come at Palace and go attacking, then I think we have a very good chance of scoring some goals. If West Ham sit, we found in the past that we struggled to break teams down. This season we've actually started to work that out. Villa did that at home. We beat them. West Brom came and sat very deep and we broke them down. So we are starting to work that out. But I think if West Ham come and play on the counter, they could cause us some problems. But this is a new confident Palace who will go for it regardless. Even if we let in an early goal, we'll come back. So there'll be goals in it. I think possibly a 2-2 or a 2-1 Palace, maybe even 3-2. I don't know. I think there'll be a lot of goals.
I think with us, I mean, we're probably set up the same way we did against Sunderland, same team. I mean, Victor Moses, he misses the Chelsea game next week, so he should be playing against Palace. He'll be up for it, former club. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough game, but I think I'm going to stick to my prediction I said earlier in the week. I fancy a 2-1, a hard-fought 2-1 win.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think it can honestly go either way.
But I'm just going on our away form this season. I mean, at home we seem to stumble a bit at home, but away we seem to have cracked it and we're enjoying playing on the road. So I'm looking forward to the game.
We go on for neutrals?
Yeah, definitely. But good luck in the game. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
I'm Ryan at West Ham Fan TV. Subscribe to our channel, West Ham Fan TV. Jim, thank you so much, mate.
You're welcome.
Come on, you Irons.